With Memorial Day weekend around the corner, boat safety is top of mind. This year's National Boat Safety Week began on Saturday and runs through Friday. The U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary is the uniformed civilian volunteer branch of the Coast Guard. Sarah Canatsey is commander of the Auxiliary's Division 16 in the 8th District, Eastern Region, based here in Chattanooga. Sarah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell us more about this week.
This is National Safe Boating Week. It's been going on since 1958. It's a long tradition. The week before Memorial Day, the Coast Guard and the Coast Guard Auxiliary puts out a lot of safety awareness to just get people ready for the boating season, and this week in particular with a lot more people out. In general, the Auxiliary does a lot of work for the Coast Guard doing the boating safety classes. So if anybody is born after January 1st, 1989, they need to make sure they have their boating safety class certificate so that they can legally be on the water here in Tennessee. But we teach those classes. We do a lot of safety around wearing your life jackets or your PFDs. And that's kind of what this week is a kind of push on that particular topic.
And what does that mean for people who are on the water in this area, talking about the Tennessee River?
If you're from this area in particular, you notice that I always describe it as very just long recreational lake because we have so many recreational boaters out here versus our commercial traffic. Just being able to make a presence, getting people more safety aware. In all the research they've done, 75% of boating fatalities are drownings, and 87% of those are because people weren't wearing their life jackets. And that's across the board nationally. I mean, last year here in Tennessee, we had 19 fatalities. We're at 5 right now, which is less than last year at this time, so that's great. Hopefully that means that the word is out and people are being safer on the water. But it's just, when you're out there, you don't have lanes, you don't have traffic signals, so you do have to rely on the abilities of other folks paying attention and having lookouts so that everybody goes home having had a good time on the water.
Some people might be surprised that there is a Coast Guard presence in this area. Talk more about that.
There is a base here, and we have a buoy tender. So if you haven't ever seen it, we don't have a safety boat. The Coast Guard Active Duty just has the buoy tender here, which is important. So if any of y'all go up and down the rivers and you're like, what are those red and green buoys in the waterway? Those are channel markers. Tennessee River is a federal waterway, so they maintain all of those. Any of the lights on the bridges, that's what they do. They run, the buoy tender here is the Wachita. If you've ever seen the spelling of it, that's how you pronounce it, the Wachita. And they run from Knoxville down to a little bit into Alabama is their route. And so the Auxiliary, what we're known for is we're the force multiplier for the Coast Guard. So we're all volunteers. We're about 20,000 strong right now across the U.S., and we help them do some of their other mission work. And specifically here in Chattanooga, we've had a Coast Guard Auxiliary presence since 1963. You'll see us a lot, especially at Head of the Hooch. You'll see our boats out for that. We maintain that river closure. And then you'll see us out up at Chickamauga Lake just doing patrols, just keeping people safe. We don't give out tickets. We're the good guys that tell you what you probably should have on your boat and what you should be doing, so don't get caught by TWRA, who will write you a ticket.
And for people who want to learn more about this, where can they go online?
They can go to CGAUX, so CGAUX, Coast Guard Auxiliary.org is where they can go to find out more information. If anybody's interested in joining, we're always interested in bringing on new folks. You don't have to be somebody who wants to be on the water, although we do have our boat crew. I'm a coxswain here in the area, but we have folks that just do program visitation, which means they keep all of our marinas stocked with all of the brochures that folks need. We do the boating safety class. We actually have folks who are into culinary, and so they actually serve on some of the cutters and the buoy tenders as the cooks. You're retired, you like to cook, you can be out for 2 or 3 weeks while they're on operations and helping them out. So there's a lot of different ways to get involved, but it's that cgox.org is kind of our main landing space.
All right, Sarah, thanks so much.
Thank you.